Boss said I can't have my camera off. I work remotely for a tech company. The team I mainly work with is a mix of international and US based. We frequently have what are for me 6:30 a.m. meetings. My other US members are an hour ahead, so 7:30, which is still too early. This was not something told to me in the interviews, and if I had known, I probably would not have accepted. I'm a night owl. My job is a lot of independent work, so in my previous roles I would work around 9:93/12, then work again around 2:36/7. Waking up at 6 for this meetings has been destroying my internal schedule and day-to-day energy. I frequently can't sleep for hours the night before these meetings because I'm dreading waking up. This morning I was present for the meeting but had my camera off because it was a particularly rough wake up. My boss said, "Just because you're remote you still have to act like you're in the office. Turn your camera on." Me. It was a rough morning, so I probably won't go camera on right now. Boss. I'll give you a pass for this meeting, but we expect your camera on at all times here. One of my other coworkers messaged me to say that he has basically forced her to turn her camera on as well. I don't want my camera on all the time, especially at 6 a.m. I think that's a ridiculous request altogether, combined with the ridiculous morning meetings. Are people actually dressed up on camera? I'm WFH2, and if we ever have cameras on for meetings, we're deadass in hoodies, sweatpants, sometimes even blankets because it's cold AF. Might just be water under the bridge? Scotch tape over the lenses. Not the super clear stuff, the cloudy stuff. Or something similar. I'm sorry sir, it's clear on my end. Here's an option. Keep the light in your room off or super dim with the camera not centered. And if you're called out for the lighting, just say, "It is on." Saying less is more, better, here. You could also add if needed. "I don't know, must be the internet connection. Looks fine on my end." And then offer no more info. In the US, your employer could probably fire you for insubordination. However, in Europe, a Dutch court determined that requiring constant monitoring a human rights violation. I think the core problem is them requiring 6 a.m. dial-ins. What country are you based in? Edit. Rereading it sounds like you're US. Sorry, and find a new job. Bring it into the bathroom during a meeting. Malicious compliance for the win. Sit there as you are. Messed up hair. Stained t-shirt. Sleepy expression. Grouchy. Let everyone else know this sucks ass for you. Maybe make the meeting an email. I've never understood the obsession with having cameras on. Even if I prefer being able to see people on screen, I recognize that not everyone is comfortable using their camera, and I can respect that. I didn't hire them for their appearance. I hired them to do work. And so long as the work is getting done, I could care less if I can see you doing it. That said, if you have a dog or a cat, you are required to let me see them at least once a week. No exceptions. Find a different employer. I used to be an IT manager, and I would never require video on meetings since it seems that many IT folks are made for the radio. Lol. Turn your camera on, then face it towards the wall. Your boss said your camera had to be on. They never said you had to be on camera. If this is Zoom, put a picture of you as one of the backgrounds. Set it to that picture of you. If you block your camera or can black it out, it'll just show the background and you're on camera. So technically when you turn on your camera, you're there. Smiling face. We're all working from home. My boss held a meeting in a Minions hoodie. I would always just say I have too many applications open on my machine to safely run video. Without risking crashing and losing my work, can we focus on the topic of this meeting and not waste any more time? If you don't like it, hit up Rat Race Rebellion or We Work Remotely. Stick something over your camera so even if it gets turned on remotely by an admin of the call, you can still get through the meeting without sacrificing your privacy. F them and their 630 calls. Learn some basic special effects makeup. Start showing up like Edward Norton in Fight Club before he was fired. Say nothing and don't acknowledge anything. When your boss asks, deflect the question and file a complaint with HR about him prying into your personal medical information when no reasonable accommodation request has been made. Put some tape over the camera. That way you're on but it's distorted. Start looking for another job. You've got a bad boss and a bad company. It's not going to end well. Find a job that respects you as a professional. When you interview for another job, one of the first questions you will ask is about expectations for work hours and meetings. Explain how you work best and ask if that will be a problem. If so, not the job for you. Middle management hates remote work. Most of their job is to control workers. It doesn't make sense and it will die out.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.